It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
Good morning, Soul Fam. It is Monday morning, September 28th. Welcome to another Monday morning Talking Success. Excited to have you join me. My name is Jordan Peterson. I'm the Executive Vice President here at Soul. We're just excited to have you be here with us live. To all you who are joining us live on YouTube, good morning as well. Looks like we got a great crew out there today. As a reminder, don't forget to sign in, say hello, so we can make sure we get your name in the drawing for our awesome swag items. And before we jump into anything else, we have to wish Granny D a very happy birthday. Tomorrow is her 29th birthday yet again. Happy birthday, my dear friend down in Lafayette, Louisiana. Let's go ahead and look at what we have available for our free drawing today. First off, you know, the fall is coming in. It's starting to cool down a little bit. It's time to really start to enjoy ourselves. It's about time to have sweater weather again. And nothing says fall like a nice hot cup of deliciousness. And everybody knows that Renew tastes better in a Renew mug. So today we're going to give away a Renew mug to start off with. Then we're also going to give away a new power charger for your phone, your technical device, whatever you got. Great little plug-in thing. Easy to pack with you. Great little deal there. And it's Soul branded as well, which really makes it special. And then last but not least, this time of year, as you get out, you see the fall colors. Perhaps you're going to go to a football game or watch your kids play soccer, or maybe you just want to go for a picnic. What you really need is a Soul branded stadium blanket / picnic blanket. As you can see, it's super easy to carry. It's awesome, has a couple straps on it, and just zips into itself, so you can totally take it with you, and off you go. So those are the three things we're giving away today. Make sure you chime in. We'll get your name in the drawing. We'll get you taken care of. And welcome. Looks like everybody's just rocking and rolling this morning. Okay, let's go ahead and talk September. So we have a few days left of September. We are doing awesome so far. Push through, finish strong. I recognize that we started off the month with a holiday with Labor Day. Kids are getting back in school. Some are homeschooling. There's a lot of uncertainty that's going on. Let me tell you though, September always is a launching pad into the fall months. October and November are awesome in Soul. So make sure that you're using this as an opportunity to springboard into those next months and just kill it. People in October already have their schedule down with school and whatever that looks like. Activities starting to wind down as we start getting into the holidays. Just make sure you're still reaching out and taking care of people. Flu season is right around the corner. People are starting to feel run down. Allergy season's here. There's a ton going on. Make sure you're still reaching out to people and helping them with their mind and body, everything that they've got going on, all right? Now, wanted to make a few announcements. Last week, Hope came to me with a great idea, and we're going to roll forward with it. And what it is a newsletter that's going to be produced monthly. In October, we're going to start it. We're going to launch it. It's called the Soul Observer, and there's a few different pieces to it that we'll have. First off, we're going to have some announcements in it, some general announcements for everybody. We're also going to have a spotlight section where we're going to spotlight 4 to 5 to 6 people, depending on how many we get, on just those individuals in your organizations that are doing good things. We recognize that oftentimes we only recognize those that are moving up in rank or achieving great things business-wise, but there is so much good happening in the Soul family, even outside of that. There are those that are doing the right actions and just haven't quite seen the rewards yet. So we want to recognize them as well. So feel free to email hope@soulnaturals.com. Send in those, give a brief description, 3-4 sentences on why this person deserves to be recognized, and we'll make sure we get those in the newsletter to recognize those individuals. We're also going to have some recipes in there, so if you have any really good recipes that you've loved using our Soul products, take a picture of yourself with the item that you just created, send it in again to hope@soulnaturals, and we'll get you in there as well. We're really excited for this. It's just going to give us another opportunity to reach out and stay connected, and connection is such a key thing during this time. So it's coming out next month, so be watching for that. Also, just wanted to give you a little bit of a tip. Last week we talked about how we can attract new talent. And we talked about the different programs that we have. We launched the new host or hostess program, and there's been some great things that have been happening with that. Just want to give you a tip on how this can work, though, to make your lives a little easier and save you some time. We have those individuals that will do these, and they'll have 5 or 6 people come to these meetings. They'll all place an order. Perhaps they're all going to sign up, and then they get all that information, address and shipping information and name and all that stuff, their order, and then they'll call in, and they find that it takes quite a while to read all that information to our customer support. Well, in talking with some people and even having some suggestions from some of you, we found that it's a lot easier if you'll just take that basic information, the name and the address, and even what they ordered, email that in to customer support. They can put it into the system, and then you can have them call you back. You can just say, hey, call me when this is in. They call you back, and then you can just give the credit card information over the phone. So it saves you a lot of time, makes it super slick and easy, saves customer support time. But if you like to just chat with them for a long time, you're also free just to call in and give them all that information live as you do that. So anyway, just a little tip, and I hope that helps you and makes it easier for you as you continue to move forward. So awesome. Now, jumping into a new segment that we like to call Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll. And what this segment is we want to recognize those that have been killing it for the last week. So moving forward on every Monday, we're going to recognize those rock stars that are out there enrolling new individuals and helping them join the Soul family. We look at it from the Monday previous to the Sunday and just look to see who's enrolled the most individuals, what that looks like, and we recognize them for it. This gives us an opportunity to recognize some new people who may really be excited and just getting going, and they have a lot of people that in their contact list that have never heard of Soul. It also gives us an opportunity to recognize those that have been in for a long time, but have done a successful meeting and have new people to enroll as well. So today, we want to recognize you rock stars out there who are enrolling people and bringing them to the Soul family. So those rock stars in order of least to most people enrolled for the week. We first have Krista Shepard McInnes. Congratulations up in Canada. You are rock star enroller this week. We also have Natural Training Solution. We have Ophelia Correa, Yadira Lopez, Romy Portales, and then our top rock star enroller for this last week is none other than Eduardo Lopez. Congratulations to all of you. So proud of you guys. Let your teams know that we're going to be doing this moving forward. We have a great opportunity to see their name live on our YouTube channel and just to be a part of this and to be recognized. So let your teams know this is happening. Again, like I said, every week we go through the enrollments and see who's enrolling the most people, and we recognize them accordingly. So awesome. So just know that's going to be happening. All right. Now, last week we talked about Discipline 1 of the book Multipliers and how to maximize talent and ability in your organizations. And we talked about how that first discipline is a multiplier can attract and optimize talent. And we talked a little bit about what we can do to help attract talent. We have tools like M2 meetings or the host program. We also have nice video clips from our last convention that you can share with individuals that you were challenged to do as well. We have a lot of different things. We also have an opportunity then to optimize that talent. And what I found is the other disciplines in that book talk about how we can help to optimize that talent. So today we're going to jump into that, and we're going to talk about discipline number 2. And I'm going to need your participation in this because I'd love to hear some feedback as we discuss this. So discipline 2 says this: a multiplier can create intensity that requires best thinking. The diminisher is a tyrant. The multiplier is a liberator. So my question to you is this: what does it mean to create intensity that requires best thinking? What are your thoughts on that? When it says that a multiplier can create intensity that requires best thinking. We understand that there's a little bit of a fine line there because you don't want to actually have to make them rethink everything and recreate the wheel. but you also want them to have an opportunity to flourish and to use their own talents within the system that's been created. So what are your thoughts there? Can we create intensity that requires best thinking? Again, it says the diminisher is a tyrant and the multiplier is a liberator. The multiplier is a liberator. All right, we got some great answers coming in here. It says, Kristen Alexander says, intensity I could see as empowerment. I like that. Debbie Cockburn says, to me it means you can help reset their mindset. Oh, I love that. That's a great way to look at that as well. Yeah, there's lots of opportunities there to help somebody with that. So then the next question would be, then how can you help create intensity that requires best thinking without overwhelming them? Okay? How can you create intensity that requires their best thinking, but it doesn't overwhelm your team to the point where they don't do anything? And I think there's a fine line between those things. We want to invite them to be a part of Soul, and we want them to feel the excitement and the pressure that comes with trying to run your own business, enough that it keeps them sharp. We want them to be right on that edge, the edge of, I feel pressure, so I need to be performing at my best and I need to be consistent, but not so much over on the side of, now that I feel so much pressure, I'm paralyzed. So there's a fine line to walk between those two of, I need to stay sharp, but I can't be paralyzed. And so how do we help create that? Valerie says, helping them to connect with their heart's passion and use it to help focus their drive. That's awesome. Kristen says, give them a clear A to Z. It's perfect. Gretchen says, reset mindset. Great answer. Kristen, focus on walking with them, not ahead of them. Awesome. Lisa says, intensity can be fun, challenging, and adventurous. Celebrate small wins too. Lydia says, and we must stay connected with them. Steph says, we need to celebrate all the wins, right? And then Ashley says, this is where I struggle a little bit. And that's true. We see that with everybody, right? There's all these times that we look at it and we're like, man, I just feel so much pressure. I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything. And there's others you're like, man, this is easy. Let me show you. And they kind of just move along with it, right? Let me give you a suggestion that we see that's helped people be successful. It's this. Have a system that allows for a structure, where within that structure, people are free to choose how best to apply some of the principles there, right? Oftentimes, if you look at, I look at this as like with my kids, right? If you come to your kids and you say, what do you want for dinner? What are kids gonna answer? They answer things like candy or soda or chicken nuggets or whatever, right? Or you can go to them and say, hey, we're having dinner tonight. We have some options here. We can have chicken or we can have steak. And then they say, oh, I'd like chicken. Awesome. Do you want it in the oven? Do you want it on the barbecue? We want it barbecued. Great. Awesome. So now you give them an opportunity to do some thinking, to make some choices for themselves, feel like they're empowered, but they don't have to recreate the wheel every time and say, I don't even know how to do this. It's so overwhelming. There's so much to go on, right? So you want to spend time with them, maximizing them, laying a foundation to be successful by having a structure that already takes care of some of the questions of like, I don't even know how to do this. Well, let me show you how to do this, right? Here's some options for you. And then when they have that freedom to choose how to best apply that within your structure, then you're really going to see some growth there. They're not going to spend all their time recreating the wheel or reinventing the wheel and trying to figure out how to make that work. And so with that, we've seen some awesome structures and awesome things that have been taking place over the last while in Soul. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to be reaching out to some of you to have you help share some of the structures and some of the things that you've been doing to help your teams grow. I think we'll all find value in learning from you and seeing what that looks like. And plus, I know you're tired of hearing from me anyway, so we're going to have an opportunity to hear from some of you and bring you on live. So be prepared for that. Know I'll be reaching out to some of you, and we'll rock and roll with that. So again, some questions that I want you to think about this week, though. How can you create intensity that requires best thinking without overwhelming your team? How do you help them stay sharp without pushing them to the point where they're paralyzed? All right. Okay, now let's get to our drawing and get you on your way for this fantastic Monday morning. We have a great group that joined us today, and we're going to make sure we get you taken care of. As you can see, I don't know if you can even see in there, big old pile of papers in here. We're going to start off again with our Soul Renew mug. Again, everything tastes better in the mug that it was created for. So here we go. we have our first winner, and it is Claudia Juarez. Claudia Juarez, congratulations. You have won yourself a Soul Renew mug. Next up, we have our power supply. Easy Grip power supply, Soul branded, looks fantastic, works great. And the winner of that is Sherelle Miller.
Sweet.
Sherelle Miller, congratulations. You are the winner of our power supply. You got the power today, sis. And last but not least, we've got our picnic blanket, our stadium blanket, whatever you want to call it. It's just a great little accessory for the fall. And the winner of that is, let's see who we got here. Elba Margarita de la Torre. Congratulations, you're the winner of our stadium blanket. We'll make sure you get these sent out to you and get you taken care of. As a reminder again, ask yourself the question, how can you create intensity that requires best thinking without overwhelming your team? As always, keep sharing soul. Love you guys, and we'll see you again soon.